What's up, on my Power Ass crew? Today on Tool Time Tuesday, we're looking at a battery tester, TopDon model number BT100W. Now, a few months back, before I started up Tool Time Tuesday, I did a review instructional video with one of their diagnostic testers. Very nice products. Their products does very thorough testing, goes into great detail, all in a small compact package. Yeah. So enough of the gabbing, let's go. We'll get the package open and see what's inside. Okay, so you take your cables, you're going to pull through like that. And I'm doing this with one hand because I'm holding the camera. Come through like this. Like that. And then we got our user guide here. And then we got a user manual. 12-volt battery tester, 100 to 2000 cold cranking amps. Overview. This right here tells you what all your buttons does. The LED indicators, what they mean. Showing you how to do a standalone test mode. Battery test. So let's test the battery in my Jeep. It's probably been about a week since this thing's been started. So I think it'd be a good time to test it. Black lead to the negative side of your battery. Red lead to the positive side of your battery. So we're going to do a battery test at first. So you got battery test. Otherwise, you know, move up and down the menu. So we're going to do battery test. Enter. Here's the style batteries. You got regular flooded, AGM flat plate, AGM spiral, gel batteries, or the EFBs. I ain't sure what those are. But this is a regular flooded battery. Cold cranking amps. This particular battery is an 850 cold cranking amps. So CCA, we're going to click enter. That's what we want to enter. Turn it down to 850 cold cranking amps. And what I'm doing is right here. You can see the menu is moving up and down. Right now it's on 850. Turn it up 865, so on. Turn it back down to 850. 850 cold cranking amps. Now we're going to push enter. Testing. Health 100%. Charge, it's about 75%. Like I said, it's been about a week since this thing's been started. I bought that Tahoe. And well, I'll just say it's been driving in. So it shows we got a good battery, which that battery right there is not but a few months old. So we're good to go on that. Once you get through testing your battery, just click exit and it'll take you back to the menu. Now let's do a cranking test. Here's your arrows again. Move down on the menu. Click right there. Enter. Gotta start the engine. I got 30 seconds to start it. Can I get there in time? Yay, I made it in time. So notice how long it took it to start, and that was a voltage it dropped down to whenever the load of the starter was running. Good battery. So now we turn off the Jeep. So once you turn the engine off, it will hold the settings for you. When you do the cranking test, time 2211 milliseconds, voltage 10.74. That's how far it pulled the battery down from its original charge voltage down to 10.74. So we got good battery. Alright, so what's our next test? We will do the charging test next. Now for our next test, we're going to do the charging test. Thumb down, charging test, click enter. Start engine, press enter to continue. Let me go start her up. So the engine is running. Let's push enter. Okay, now I'm going to put this down. Okay, I'm going to increase the RPMs up to 2,500, and I'll be right back. Okay, I increase the RPMs, now push enter to continue. Charging normal, very good. So like the other test, it's going to hold its settings so you can come back and document if you need to. I slipped. Loaded 14.54, unloaded 14.59, ripple 12 millivolt, charging normal. We're good to go. So I just bought that right there last week, and I need to know the status of the battery. Let's try it on that, see how it turns out. So let's take our black cables, negative side. Red cable, positive side. Obviously the ground side popped off, but on the screen it kept saying check connection, so it does check your battery connection to make sure you got a good solid connection. So I'm going to cattywampus like that. Check connecting. Okay, maybe I need to do something with my positive side as well. The truck we're testing is a 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe 5.3 liter. The battery itself over here on the side has got a sticker that says 321, so that's the age of the battery. So it's going to be interesting to see what we got. It's a battery test. Let's see. Exit. Right now it's showing 12.56. And we do menu, which we're there. We're going to go enter. Regular flooded. Enter. Cold cranking amps. This battery is a 690 cold cranking amps. Okay, so my cable popped off again. This battery being a side post, it's a little bit harder to get down inside there with the clamps. Not a whole lot of room to work with. So go back to the battery test. Battery test, we're gonna hit enter. Regular flooded, right there, that's what we got. Enter. Cold cranking amps. This battery is a 690 cold cranking amps. So, oops, my bad. Hit cold cranking amps, what we're going to test. Enter. Okay, so the Jeep was the last one we tested, so it's 850 because it remembers the last battery tested. So, we're going to go down to 690 cold cranking amps. Oops, too far. I was watching the viewfinder. 690. Enter. Testing. Health 100%. Charge 95%. And internal 4.32 ohms. Resistance. And rated 690 cold cranking amps. Yep, we're good. Sweet. So now we're going to exit out of this with the cranking test. Come down to cranking test. And so I want to set this down and hopefully not knock a cable off. And you guys need to see what's going on too. Position on position. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. Go cranking amps. We're going to hit enter, start the engine. I got 30 seconds, I need to run for it. Looks good. Turn the engine off. So the time is how fast the engine started. Voltage, it only dropped to 11.38 volts before it fired right up. That is really good. Heck, that was better than my Jeep, and this got less cold cranking amps. Pretty good. So now we'll get an exit out of that. Now I'm going to put my cable back on again. Actually, my pinky hit that one, knocked it off. Okay, see how far we get this time. We come down to charging test. Right there. Enter. Start engine. Then press enter to continue. Engine started, press enter. Increase engine RPM to 2500 and keep it there for 5 seconds. Press enter again. Looks good. Awesome. Now get back to the menu, just press M. You'll get back to the menu here. Review data. There. Arrow down. Review data. Enter. And they'll give you the last battery you tested. 690 cold cranking amps, which is this battery here. Because remember, the Jeep was the 850 cold cranking amp. It'll give you the test results of the last battery you tested. Pretty cool. It's good, yay! Exit. And of course, if you want to come down to language, if you need to do something there, pick your language. And about, enter. There's your serial number and all that good fun jazz. And that's all you wrote there, dude. So you think that concludes today's testing? It's got a cell phone app. Let's try it. So it says right here in your manual, search BT100W in your App Store or Google Play to download your app. So be sure your battery tester is hooked to the battery so it receives power for the Bluetooth. Then after you've downloaded the app and loaded it onto your phone, I need to go up here, turn on Bluetooth, boop. Then once the app is connected, let's do a battery test, boop. And it's going to come up with all this jazz right here. You can read it if you want to. We're not going to go through that at the moment, but if you don't want to ever read it again, do not remind me again. You click it right at the bottom. We're just going to click next. Now, as you guys can see here, I've already went through this one time because it remembers my settings for this battery in my Tahoe. So what you do is, otherwise, you click your selection there. We're going to do regular flooded. Battery standards. We're going to do a CCA cold cranking amps. Battery value. This battery is a 690 amp battery. And we click done. Then next. It's testing. It's testing. And you get this cool little graph right there. It says battery in good condition. Scroll up a little bit. State of charge is 75%. Test value 697 cold cranking amps. State of health 100%. Battery value 690. Battery standards. Cold cranking amps, and that's the parameters that you punched in. And as you can see from the little chart above, we got 12.45 volts. Now at this point you have the option, you can either share it out to Facebook or something like that, I'm assuming. Let's click to see what options it gives us. On your device, we're going to allow that. Then let's see, if we want to click save, photo was saved successfully. So apparently it done a screenshot to our pictures. Now I switched over to my pictures, and I'll drag up a little bit. You can see right there where it says BT100W, blah 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 blah, those numbers .jpg. That right there lets you know that it's saved to your picture. So you've got records of how well your battery is performing. So now we have the battery test taken care of. Let's do a cranking test. Select cranking test, and then we got all the verbiage going on up there, which you can read the directions. And you can, down here at the bottom, do not remind me again. If you want to select that, you can, but I'm not. So I'm going to click next. Turn off all accessories. Good, because the truck's just sitting out here. And start the vehicle. Okay, I'll be right back. Click next. Oops. So that was a bit deceiving. It says turn off all accessories and start the vehicle. I thought I had to go and start it right now. Apparently, do this. This is what the directions it's gonna have you do. Click next. Turn off all accessories. Please press confirm, and then start the vehicle. Confirm. Testing. I think I really should start the vehicle right now. That's what I guess test time after. Confirm. Cranking test. Try this again. Next. Turn off all accessories. Start vehicle. Next. Turn off all accessories. Press confirm, and then start the vehicle. Okay. Confirm. I'm going to start it. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, we have our settings now. I'm going to turn off the vehicle and we'll look over what information it gave us. You see from the chart right there, there's the information that it gave us. Cranking voltage was 10.57. Cranking time, 972 milliseconds. I'm going to save that. Photo was saved successfully. Alright, so now again, it's saved to our pictures, so we can use that for documentation for later. So now what are we going to do? We're going to go back. We're going to do a charging test. Charging test. Again, it checks the health of the batteries, system, all the little verbiage and stuff up top here. Do not remind me again. I'm not selecting that. Next. It's going to have me start the vehicle, turn off all accessories, and turn on all the electronics. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the vehicle. Okay, I'm going to start the vehicle, turn off all electronics, then turn on the electronics. Alrighty then. Alright, start the vehicle. Next. Confirm. Testing. Next. Keep all electronics off. Increase engine RPM to 2,500 RPMs and hold it. Then press confirm to continue. Do not release the throttle. So I'm going to take this in there with me and do that. Now it's having me turn on the electronics, headlights, air conditioning, etc. Press confirm to continue. Alright, let's do that. Okay, that concludes the charging test. It's in no load, 14.67, load voltage 14.67, which means everything I had turned on really didn't even phase it, so my alternator is doing very good. Charging ripple 8 millivolts. So again, we'll go down here, we'll click save to save that for our records later. Sweet. So then we got a little button down here where it says system test. Let's push that, see what that does. And we'll click next. Okay, next. Okay, so apparently what that does is take us through the steps. So the next thing we can do is cranking test. Yeah, it's going to take us through all that, what we just did manually using the other apps individually. Okay. I like it. You can see here we got some settings where you language feedback, the clear the cache, firmware upgrade, bind to the device, user manual version, language, I'm assuming, yeah, do that. Feedback, I'm assuming it probably connects to the app, yeah, you can do all that. Clear cache. What clear cache is going to do, I remember a moment ago whenever I first started this part of the video, the app part of it, where the app remembered the battery that I punched in before, that is cache, which means it's holding in its memory. At this point you click confirm, it'll erase all the settings you had in there before. So I'm just going to cancel that for now. Firmware upgrade, you got to log in for that, bind the device, log into the app for that. And my dad is riding around my front yard on my four-wheeler. Okay. User manual. Oh, look at that. You can actually read the manual from right there. Pretty cool. Sweet. Pretty cool app. So my Power Rider crew, if you guys are enjoying this Tool Time Tuesday videos, hit that thumbs up below. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me some cool comments. But what kind of comments? Well, you can request for me to go down to the auto parts store and get whatever tool it is you want to learn how to use. I'll rent the tool, make an educational video just for you. And then there's all the tools I have around the house, or maybe my friends have some tools that you might want to check out. Or occasionally, I'll get these sponsor tools and I can show you how to use them as well and what I think of them. My Power Rider crew, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Peace. Later, y'all. Knuckle bump.